This is a message to my black men and black women. Never, never let any other race try to hurt your people. Never. So we must start love one another as we love ourselves.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Black man, what you going to do for your people? I've been asking this question for a long time. For a very long time. What are you going to do for your people? For those of you that call yourself leaders, and your people are sitting on the byways and the hedges, filled with all type of disease, homeless, and you are not doing anything for your people. I'm asking you, what are you going to do for your people? Are you continue to be self at all times? Especially the church leaders that call themselves leaders. They have large gathering, and this large gathering that they have, they picked up a great portion of donations. But our people still hungry, and our people still homeless. What I'm trying to say to the black leaders that call themselves leaders, most of them already fade away because they did not do anything for their people. What do I mean by our people? The woolly man, the woolly people are that scatter all over the world. That the white man scattered. He is the one that scatter you in dispensation of time. But in past time you scatter yourself. And you are doing very good with nature. Because nature protect you in the past time. But in dispensation of time, nature is not protecting the woolly man. Because the white man rise above him. So he become helpless with all he's doing. You do not need to take any word of what I'm saying, because I'm not reading from your books that the white man wrote for you and gave it to you and subdue your subconscious mind so you cannot awake from your slumber. I am not doing that. And those preachers that is reading this book and cause you to still continue in your slumber, you are wasting time with the preacher, because he's not waking you from your slumber. Because the white man put our grandfather knowledge into code. And he is not going to decode it for you to understand what took place in the past with your own knowledge. So this knowledge of the book is tampered with. So it becomes symbolic and confusing. It said yes when it means no. It's in code. And there is no black man out there can decode it, because it's into the English language that have been made by the white man. Are you following me? English language have not been made by the black man or spoken by the black man in the past. But in dispensation of time, that's the white man language. So stop fooling yourself. Don't get it twisted. It is not your language. So when you read this book, you get confused. It's symbolic. What it meant by symbolic? It speaks of itself. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John read the same way. Daniel and Jeremiah read the same way. They're symbolic. They speak about animals with 10 heads and 10 horns. And they get dreams, revelation. Daniel, Jeremiah, and Revelation. They speak of 10 horns, 10 eyes, 1 head, and 10 heads. So you have to be careful of reading these books. The magic of the past, from my grandfather's knowledge, from the scroll, have been tampered with. The book of the dead, the book of the beast, the book of the fish, they're scrolls, but let's say it's book. The scrolls of the fish, the scrolls of the dead, they're still around. But who have those scrolls? The white men have these scrolls. It doesn't matter what you say. If you want to talk bullshit, go ahead. The scrolls of my black people, the white men have them. The Soviet government bought a lot of them from the monks of Africa. And they kept them for a while. That's why they did not believe in the word you call God. And then they sold them to the British government for thousands and thousands of pounds. So stop going around with bullshit. The Russian doesn't believe in God. The German doesn't believe in God. The Cuban doesn't believe in God. There's many countries that don't believe in God. Because the word God is a given name by the European. It's an old Dutch word. So now, God is a spirit. The word spirit is a Latin word. Our Latin name. Spirit talk. Stop fooling your mind, black men. You need to wake up. See if we can start loving our people again. And protect our people from the white man. He is not going to protect you. The white man is not going to protect the woolly man. See, the woolly man is the one with the beard and the dreadlocks. Those are trying to be bald black men. They have been tied up in the ways of the white man. Or you would call him clean-faced black man. The Bible of itself, as they tamper with it, let's say the word of the Bible is true. Let's say the word of the Bible is true. Leviticus chapter 21 says you should not cut your beard. Or you should not put a razor upon your head. Huh? Psalms chapter 133 said the same thing. Corinthians chapter said the same thing. Samuel, 2 Samuel chapter said the same thing. You should not put any razor. So the point that I'm making to you, everything is mixed up. But by things mixed up, the black men do not know where they're going. Because they rely on the white man's stories. This is how the white men put the stories. And this is how I put my story. You can rely on my story because it's coming from my head, or you can rely on this story because it's not coming from anybody's head. This is how the white men take my story and mix it up. So what I'm saying to you, I have two Bibles here, and they're read two different ways. See here? This is one, this is the Catholic, and this is from England, the British. And they mix them up. So you need to, if you want to find these words, you have to go into the dictionary, the Oxford Dictionary, to find what these words meant. So that's a lot of work. And if you're not smart with words, it's too much work. It's more work. And still when you find out all these stuff, what the white men did, you still don't want to believe. Because you're going with belief, you're not going with proof. You still don't want to have proof. Because the white men mix it up so much. So what I'm saying, the black men have to wake up. The preachers have to start telling people the real Mackay. The Bible is not right. It is not the word of God. Let's use the word God so you can understand what I'm saying. Because if you speak and you're not using the word God and Jesus, these people don't understand what you're saying. You see, before Moses, let's use a story. Before Moses, there were no one using the word God. Let's put it that way. Before Moses, the Canaanite did not use the word God. So let's see if you understand what I'm saying. The Canaanites did not use the word God because that word is not in their language. The Canaanites use only consonant only and no vowels. The Cushite also no vowels. So the problem that we're having right now is we can't go back to our grandfathers' knowledge. And that's the problem we're having now. We cannot go back to our grandfather's knowledge. Because the preachers does not know where our grandfather's knowledge is, where it have been hidden. They're not talking about it. This is what the preachers are talking about. The Bible, and it is the Word of God. And we have over 10, 20 translations of these Bibles. We got preachers today that translate it. Not from the original content, because they do not have the original contents. Because there was no Bible. The first Bible is the Ethiopian. And they also have Jesus in their Bible. So it's not the original. Just make it simple. The book of Moses was before the Jesus was born. But there is no God before Moses. So Moses is the one that brings God in existence. Am I making any sense? What I'm saying to you, before Moses, the people did not use the word God. So the stories goes along here in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And those are the books that Moses wrote from the Torah. So he used the word God. So before Moses, we have scrolls of our grandfathers. But none of those scrolls have the word God in them. How you know there is no word God into our grandfather's scrolls? Because they did not use vowels in their writing. Case closed. They did not use vowels in their writing, my grandfathers. Case closed. So now you have to open up your subconscious mind. Let your subconscious tell you things. And that's the way our people were living long time ago. The subconscious tell them things, either during the day, or in the light time, or during the dark time. See, I missed a while ago and used the word day. Because they did not use the word day. And if you go back, everything is in time. They say light time and dark time. They did not say day and they did not say night. It's like the howling sepulchre on the grave. There's no date in there. You can show me one of those old pyramids with a date in there. You see all the writing inside the pyramid? There's no date in none of them. Any date you see there, the white men go there and put it there to fool the mind of the black people. If you go to Sudan, there is no date in none of those pyramids. You got over 100 pyramids in Sudan. And if you can crawl into them and look, there is no date of years, calendar years. If you go to the Caribbean and look into the cave, there's no date. I'm going to give you a story. When I was very young, I was helping the prospector look for golds and diamonds. And I carry a little thing like a suitcase. And I would put it down and I would stretch the cable all the way and pierce it down into the ground. He will tell me where to pierce it down into the ground. And he will make tests to see where the gold is down into the ground. I was the only boy in the village get that opportunity. So I know where all the cave is and I know where the gold is. Because they were looking for abundantly of gold. And when they detect the gold in the ground, it was not enough for them to prospect. So I know where those patch of gold is. And when they brought the machine in and tried to drill, I was the one that write the number down of the depth of where the gold is. I took some of them home. and I hid them in my father's house. You can see the patch of gold. And the older village men and women will tell me that was the fool gold. It's not real gold. But I did not know how to separate the gold from the stone. I hid them under my father's house. My father did not know I hid them and I stole them from these white people. The white prospector. And up to this day, I know where all the gold is and the cave. And I will go into those caves. Sometimes I'm scared. I turn the light on, the flashlight, and all the big bats will be flying out. They flew out. So what I'm saying to you, I'm a living witness when I speak with you. I'm telling you things that take place. I'm not reading from a book that took place. Because we don't know what took place in these books. Because the white man is the one that wrote this. Am I lying? The white man is the one that wrote this book. And by he wrote this book, he put it his own way. And by he put it his own way, you do not overstand. Okay? So what I'm saying to you, you got to wake up. Stop let the preacher fool you, black people. You need to stop going there. Because he's not telling you anything how to gather yourself together and stop killing each other. He's not doing that. He's telling you about Jesus. A man that you're going to be living with. And the icon is a white man. And he's going to save you from your sin. What sin do you commit? Huh? What sin do Adam committed? As you call him Adam. Huh? But if you want to play a game with your thought, your mind, your idea, your subconscious mind, and your conscious mind, and let it all deteriorate by the white man doing, you're going to be messed up for the rest of your life. And also your children are going to be messed up for the rest of their life. And that's what's taking place with the black man. He's messed up, totally messed up. Because he's killing his people. And there's nobody out there trying to stop him from killing his people. Huh? Can you understand what the black man is doing all over the world?
You become scornful. Sit in the seat of the clean. You should be clean. Listen what I'm saying.
You can't understand?